Hi everyone, I'm Serenity from Bi-Ethnic Minority. Now I'm in my hometown Dali. It has its world-famous poetic landscape and profound history. But today I'm going to talk about the city of Femyang Yi, a treasure village hidden on the way of the ancient Tea Horse Road.
Nowadays, the ancient Tea Horse Road here is the only survived ancient Tea Horse Road in Dali. In ancient times, Femyang Yi was called Zhuanyao because it was famous for its brick and clay pots manufacture. Later, its name was changed into Femyang Yi, which has the meaning of the blessing from the phoenix.
All houses in the village are made of stones. It's called Tu Ku Fang, the most typical architecture of Bai minority.
This part of the ancient road was built in the Han Dynasty and was developed during the era of the Kingdom of Dali in the 8th century. It is 1,900 meters in total and is paved with blue stone slabs. On both sides of the road, we can see various Tu Ku Fang. They are made of irregular stones and pebbles, highlighting the Bai's worship of stone. Our Bai minority is an inclusive and welcoming community. We have got various types of worships. Those beliefs came from nature, history, religion, spirit, and the worship of heroes. It has formed a multicultural construction of faith. When we come across the ancient Tea Horse Road, apart from the road that we can physically step on, we can naturally think of the profound tea culture. And the idea of the unity of Zen and tea might ring a bell. But what I want to talk about today is, in Femyang Yi itself, this ancient past that started with tea. Apart from its history, culture, natural beauty, tranquility, and utopian locale, this place also tells about its own sense of Zen tea unity. Such a heavenly fairyland doesn't close itself off or arrogantly immerse in its self-appreciation. Femyang Yi maintains a sense of purity and originality while embracing the interaction with the world. Its broad-minded spirit just echoes the magnificent mountains and rivers. The joy of journeying is projected onto each step on the stone road. Broadened perspectives, extended visions all come along with the open minds along the road. And during the journeys of countless travelers, they also have encountered various hardships and challenges. Mottled soil walls, clear mountain springs, profound stone paths, carving and painted eaves. The original qualities and characteristics have been well preserved for thousands of years. The two ancient wells, Guanyin and Shuangzi, are still nourishing this place and its people for centuries. When I was walking on the road, a lady passed by. She carried 2 baskets of bottled spring water. We walked along the road with the lush ancient forest by our side and historical houses marked by every single piece of stone. Everything just keeps its original yet overwhelming look. In ancient times, this place went through all difficulties, transformations, as if it had been hearing the sound of broken horseshoes. It welcomed different worlds that blended into one another. It also influenced the cultural hybridity later. Now, the heydays of the ancient Tea Horse Road has ended, but it shows a new kind of prosperity. Mountains, waters, and all the gifts from the nature nourish the land. The people here are simple, kind, and hardworking. The whole place is surrounded by a hospitable and welcoming air. The landscape is so magnificent, and it has become the icon of heavenly beauty. Every single corner reflects the unity of human and nature. With all those qualities, Femyang Yi has been attracting so many artists to settle down. It also opens its arms to welcome all the visitors and newcomers. Wildflowers resemble the color of the phoenix that had tinted the picturesque place in old legends. When I was overwhelmed by this touching beauty, 2 old ladies passing by smiled at me. They told me that apart from its beautiful outlook, the flowers were also used to treat ear inflammation. Turning around the fence, a group of painters in the courtyard were painting, with a piece of unknown music on. The scene was so breathtaking. It seemed that such beauty was frozen in time. Everything around me was outside of space and time. The sense of eternity is melted into your spirit. The spatial and temporal fragments are split into pieces, floating with the tranquil streams. Tea connotes to the material, and Zen is associated with the spiritual. The connection between the two implies the meaning of their unity. In Buddhism, the first layer of such unity stresses the notion of originally owned qualities, and the other meaning is the unity of knowledge and action. 鳳陽邑has been embracing the imprints of horse juices, the footsteps of all travelers, and all the possibilities of cultural exchange, with a sincerity and genuineness in the stream of time. Although it is like a heavenly fairyland, it is neither secluded nor retreating from the world. It accepts, connects, and welcomes the valuable encounters between different cultures. Just like the Chinese poet Su Shi and philosopher Wang Yangming's comprehension of the Zen tea unity, we pursue the purity and calmness deep in our heart and soul, but at the same time, we perceive in the interdependence and communication with the world around us. It seems that the connections and attachment between different worlds had already been existing for a long time. It is all cultures' continuous efforts that finally led them to meet and to experience each other. It was each culture and cultural connectors' perseverance and faith that made the blooming tea horse road inevitable. Along this path of time,鳳陽邑is inviting us to sense the taste of the profound Zen tea spirit of the world. This is my hometown Dali, the place where I'm so deeply in love with.